Hey guys, so today we're checking out the Barricade Ruby Rails in Texture Black, fitting all 2020 and newer Gladiator JTs. So if you are a fan of the factory Ruby Rail, you like the form, you like the function and how it looks, but you didn't get them right out of the factory or you don't have a Rubicon, this option by Barricade is going to be right up your alley. Now these are going to provide you a lot of protection to that very vulnerable pinch weld area, perfect for the Jeep owner who is looking to go off-road with their Gladiator, but wants that protection in that area, again, which is very vulnerable because of that breakover angle. Now these are going to be made of a steel material, which is going to be very durable, giving you a lot of protection for that rocker area. And they're going to have a nice texture black powder coat finish on top, which is going to protect that steel underneath from any rust or corrosion, but also give you a more off-road look. And of course, match with any other texture black accessories that you may already have on your Gladiator. Now what I do really like about these in particular is the fact that they tuck high and tight up to that rocker area. Gives it a really clean and fitted look, but it's also going to provide some tight protection, making sure that nothing is going to come in contact with your rocker area. And this is also going to have some underbody protection as well, so you don't necessarily have to worry about just the side, but you don't have to worry about underneath. Now, these are going to really be great for anybody who's doing a lot of off-roading with their Gladiator and is not necessarily concerned about a step getting in and out of the Jeep as far as accessibility is concerned, or you just, again, like the look of the Ruby Rails and are looking to accomplish that look that the Rubicon has. Now with all that being said, these are going to come in roughly $350, and I personally think for the construction, the function, and the ease of install, which you'll see in just a second, that is very well worth the price point. Now in comparison to some other options, these are going to keep it on the simple side. However, I personally think that the simplicity really shines through here, especially in comparison to the factory ones. Now, of course, with the factory ones, you will be paying that Mopar premium. So if you are looking to save a couple bucks there, then this is going to be a better option. But in comparison to some other options for side armor for the Gladiator, these again are going to keep it simple. Some of their choices may have a little bit more to their design. They may be extended a little bit. They may incorporate a step that may be removable, or will incorporate a step welded onto the side armor itself, or they may stick out a little bit farther or come up a little bit higher. Then there are those expensive options that will incorporate modification to the rocker area itself and may come up a little bit higher. Again, if you're looking for an easy solution for protection to that rocker area that's also not going to break the bank, then this is going to be right up your alley. So as far as install is concerned, again, I said it was easy. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. You're going to need some very basic hand tools to get the job done in probably an hour's worth of your time. So speaking of that install, let's jump into that now. The tools that I used for my install were an impact wrench, a 3-inch extension, a 16, 13, and 10 millimeter socket, and a 1/4-inch drive ratchet. So the first step to installing our Ruby Rails here is first to just make sure that you have the correct side. I am on the passenger side right now, and then what we're going to do is put this up into place. We're going to secure the pinch weld area first pretty loosely, and then we can install our brackets. Now what I'm going to do is hang it on the pinch weld area, and I'm going to secure the middle, and then we can head underneath and I'll show you how to secure the front and the back as well. So what we can do is just line this up with our pinch weld, and this should hang in place, but because of the weight at the front, it's going to kind of bend backwards, and that's why we're going to secure it at the middle first, and then we can move into securing the rest of it down. So you're going to need the 2 flat washers and 2 nylon lock nuts. We're just going to thread these on into place, and this is just going to keep it in place so we can secure the rest. So now that it's attached in the middle and hanging on our pinch weld, what we can do is secure the back and the front bracket. I'm going to use the provided flat washers and the nylon lock nuts for the pinch weld, just like we did in the middle. And then what we can also do while we're here is attach our bracket. So the shorter bracket is going to be in the back. We're going to use the longer 13 millimeter bolt for the top, for this welded nut on the body here, and the 16 millimeter bolt for the actual bottom of the Ruby Rail. Now this bracket, the elongated slot is going to be on the body, and then the shorter slot is going to be on the Ruby Rail. Now we're gonna loosely install everything and then we'll go back and tighten it down because there is adjustability with this bracket. We wanna make sure that it's fitting as best as possible. Take the shorter 16mm bolt, thread that in. Get it where we want it. And then we can do the same thing for the other two brackets. So again, we've already attached the hardware to the pinch weld for the center bracket. Now we can install our support bracket. So I'm taking that 13mm bolt, the longer bolt, and that is going to thread into the body. Now the front two support brackets are gonna be the longer of the 6 brackets that you get out of the box. We can attach the support bracket to the Ruby rail. Then we can head up front and do the same thing. So again, the front is going to be the same process. So at this point, now we can tighten our Ruby rail down. Now I am supporting it with my knee. That's gonna be probably the most helpful when you are doing this by yourself. I'm just supporting it in the middle with my knee, and then we can tighten up our brackets and then our pinch weld. So I'm gonna start with the bracket that is on the Ruby rail side, and I'm gonna use a 16mm socket. And then we can switch to a 13mm socket for that top bolt. I'm also gonna use a 3-inch extension just to give myself a little bit of room. And then for the pinch weld bolts, we can use a 10mm socket. I'm gonna use a deep socket, and we can just tighten those up. After the front is tight, we can repeat that same process for the middle and the back bracket. So after everything is tightened down, you can repeat that same process on the other side. So that is going to wrap it up for my review and install. Make sure you like and subscribe for more videos and products just like this, and always keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.